Yo, what's up everybody? This is Bebo Apache. You guys click on this video because you guys saw the title TvZ 3-star for BC push or whatever I'm gonna name the title for the YouTube channel. Not YouTube channel, for the YouTube, for the video name. Anyway, this strategy is going to be a battlecruiser push against Zerg players. So this video is for Terran players only, not for Zerg. But if you're a Zerg player and you want to know how to counter this push, then go ahead and watch this video. It would be very helpful. But yeah, let's watch it. I'll be explaining the opening and the idea behind this, what you have to go for when you push out, when to push out, you know, how you defend and why I'm doing this, or yada yada yada. All right. Anyway, this is B-Boy Apache. Nobody really know who I am. I'm just like a stranger who plays StarCraft. I'm just those ordinary people who play StarCraft. But for this strategy, I've been having a lot of success with it against Zerg players in the higher Diamond League. I have not tried the strategy on the Master League yet. That's because my MMR is not high enough to go against Master, which is unfortunately. But you know, whatever. We'll see. Because, I mean, why not? If a strategy is working, doesn't matter what league you are, why not share it? Because who knows? Master League might make it better, or, you know, etc. etc. And that's one of the reasons why I'm sharing you guys this strategy. And I almost did not want to share this because it gave me so much success against TvZ in a matchup that I'm like, I don't want to share it because Zerg might know how to counter it then, you know. But I figure, nah, I'm tired of bio ball. I'm tired of, you know, medic drop here and then, you know, engagement over here. You do marine split, then you run away to your mine. Your mine do all the explosion. You go back here, do your barrack build up, macro up with your supply. Go over here, build more command center, yes, etc. etc. And that's a lot of work for the Terran player too. And this strategy here is designed to attack move and just target the Zerg's entire building, like Hydralisk Den, Spire, and Layers, or Hive Tech, depending how early you bring this game to. But anyway, let's get to the opener of this strategy. I will put a description here of the opener. The opening is 10 supply, 12 barracks, 15 CC, and then you throw in your second supply after you get your second command center. And then after your second supply, you go drop your third command center somewhere in this map. Just hide it. Don't put it over here. Just hide it somewhere so the Zerg player won't be able to spot it. And while you're doing all this, make sure you scout with your first initial SCV for the Zerg base, because you want to know if the Zerg is going to do any sort of early aggression push, so you can prepare to defend, prepare to set up your wall, or prepare to drop down whatever you need to drop down to defend off any sort of push before you execute the strategy. Because, you know, not everything goes the same while trying to execute this battlecruiser push. Okay, anyway, let's get back to, hang on, let me lower this volume down. Let's get back to the strategy. Okay, once you get your second supply depot, once you get your barrack, you drop down your command center, okay? Once you drop down your command center, you drop down your second supply depot. After your second supply depot finished, once you have enough minerals, you want to drop down your third command center somewhere in the map. And unfortunately, the Zerg player was able to spot it. And I just wanted to mention that for this battlecruiser push, you can do 9 battlecruiser push in 2 bases in the 15-minute mark. That is all you need to make this strategy work. You don't really need this third command center, but the reason it's very necessary to is because it gives you enough extra respite incomes to build a second factory or a tech lab, and gives you more respite gas for Widow Mine too, and to be able to make then able to get your second factory to build tanks and Widow Mine to defend while you're macroing up your 9 battle cruiser. Anyway, after you get your third command center, after you drop down your third command center, you want to put 2 refinery up, and then after those refineries finish, you want to throw in 2 additional SCVs into mining them, because it'll be very important to get the gas as soon as possible. Okay, before you drop your factory, you want to keep making Marines, making SCVs until you have enough minerals and investment gas to drop a factory. You do not drop a factory around the 2438 or the 2838 supply mark. You just drop it only if you have enough minerals and investment gas for it. While you're doing that, work on your wall, and at the same time, when you drop your factory, you want to drop down both of your refinery on your second expansion, and then have 2 additional SCV gathered on the gas as soon as possible. Okay, I just want to point out one thing. You only drop your factory as around earlier than the minerals or the investment gas. Instead of waiting for the minerals and investment gas, you only drop it when you know that the Zerg player is doing some sort of early aggression push. If you scout them or something, and you know that the Zerg players will be pushing. Oh, that's kind of a big blunder right here. But otherwise, you only drop your factory when you have enough minerals and investment gas for it. But once your factory is finished, start working on pumping out Widow's Mine, and then put it in a good ramp position to defend, and start working on your wall. And at the same time, don't forget about your third command center. You want to keep macroing up your SCVs. What else do I have to mention? Alright. After you have enough minerals for the starport, drop 3 starport. The magic number is 3 starport. Just oh, excuse me, I'm having some sort of hiccup here. Alright, drop down 3 starport after your factory and after your wall, or actually drop it down as soon as possible when you have enough mineral and gas for it. Okay. So let's go back and see what we went over so far. So factory, and then 2 refinery, Widow Mine, work on your wall, and then starport, 3 starport, and then after the starport, drop in your fusion core. Okay, I just want to point out one more thing. For your starport placement, do not place them near the edge like I did here. I realized my mistake, so that's why I lift off the 2 first starport that I made and lift it over here. I place it over here because the reason you don't want to build starport next to the edge in any map is because you don't want the Zerg to scout out these 3 starport. Because if the Zerg was able to scout out, they might make early anti-air defense early on, and my third base just get it on right here. So again, starport, put them in a good place so the Zerg player won't be able to scout. A little bit of blunder for me here. My macro is lacking off here. Anyway, as you can see here, the Zerg player has no clue what's going on in my base. He just doing the regular Roach's Hydrolith push around the, I don't know when do they push. I don't really know about Zerg. And the reason you don't have to be worried about the Zerg push here is because you have enough Widow Mine and bunker to defend. You want a mass bunker and supply depot and Widow Mine at your front to defend off. And you may be asking yourself, how come I'm floating on a lot of minerals and investment gas? That's because I'm saving for battle cruiser. I'm not doing anything else with the minerals besides Widow Mine and Marines and wall bunkers, all that crazy stuff. And one more thing to make this strategy more safe is to throw up turrets around here to defend off any sort of mutant aggression. Fortunately, this guy did not go any sort of mutant aggression. And one more thing, while you're doing the strategy, keep pumping out Marines out of 1 barrack. You do not need a second barrack. The reason you do not need a second barrack is because battle cruiser are 6 supplies. Okay, 9 battlecruiser is like what, 54 supplies. That takes up a lot of space, along with the SCVs count and the Marines and the Widow Mine. So that's why you only need one barrack and one factory, and maybe a second one if you are able to get out your 6 refinery and start pumping out tank. Okay, so once you get out 9 battlecruiser, you want to push out with 9 battlecruiser, and from there the Zerg will be caught off guard. He won't be able to get ready to defend the incoming push. And for some reason, I don't understand why the Zerg is not making Hydralisk. I think he's just droning up. Yeah, the Zerg are just droning up. Yes, he does not know that this is coming, which is good. That's why I really didn't have to defend off any chain link or overseer or overlord, because the Zerg player here did not do any sort of scouting. And also, maybe it's because I was trying to get a hitting third base. Maybe that made him think that I was trying to macro up, and maybe that made him think that I was trying to go ground unit or whatever. That's one of the reasons why you want to try to get up to third too. And yeah, continue pumping up Marines and factory. Oh, and one more thing I want to, not factory, Widow Mine. One more thing I want to point out. The reason why you mass a lot of turrets is because they don't cause any supplies, and they'll be able to help you defend any sort of mutalisk push. And I should have put the turrets up here because, you know, it'll help defend off against some sort of overseer dropping chain link. But yes, that is the strategy. And once these 3 battlecruiser pops out, you want to drop down. Once you almost get to 9 battlecruiser, you want to get ready to drop down your second factory and get ready to pump out tanks, because you will need them to defend off the Zerg's counter aggression when you push out with 9 battlecruiser. Okay, before you push out with 9 battlecruiser, you want to scan the Zerg base and look for Hydralisk dens, and look for the hive or a layer tech, and look for any sort of spire or any sort of building that will enable the Zerg to build any AA unit. As you can see here, the Zerg is on 2-2. I'm only on 1-0-0. No upgrade for me, and I'm just pushing. Okay, as you can see here, let me show you what I did in my point of view. In my point of view, before I push out with battlecruiser, I scanned the Zerg base, which would be right about now, I think. Yes, I scanned that. Okay, I found a hive, so I'm like, okay, I know that the Hydralisk den is up there in his main base, so that is the first priority that I'm going to snipe off with a Yamato cannon. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. When you drop down your fusion core, once it's finished right away, you want to start researching for Yamato cannon. Once you research Yamato cannon, you want to go ahead and snipe off the Hydralisk den. And if you see any Hydralisk, just take them out. If there's too much Hydralisk, that's when you pull back your battlecruiser and bring your Marines and your siege tank along with you. This is another reason why you make siege tank, because siege tank will be able to help support your battlecruiser if you know that there's too much Hydralisk. So anyway, snipe off the hive and keep scanning like I did here, and scan every mineral field. Look for any sort of hidden Hydralisk den. As you can see, the Zerg was trying to hide his Hydralisk den before his hive tech get taken out. He's hiding it right here, and he's hiding right here. And the Zerg will always counter him if they see this sort of battlecruiser push. The magic number for your siege tank is 3, because 3 siege tank will take out 1 roach in 1 shot. And here's the reason why the wall or the supply and bunker and Widow Mine is very important in the late game when you work on it from the beginning. It's because the Zerg players do this sort of stuff. I could have done some sort of repair here, mass repair here. I could have sieged up my tank a little bit faster, but I was so focused on splitting up my battlecruiser and look for any sort of Hydralisk den or AA. Now, in this case, the Zerg did not do any corruptor push. Now I gotta say that corruptors, they kind of cost a lot of gas, and the Zerg, I don't think he will have enough gas to make enough corruptors to defend off the battle cruiser. It's because Zerg players will be only mining on 4 base, and they'll be panicking. They won't know what to do because they'll be thinking to themselves, should I make Hydralists or should I make Corruptors? Because if I make Corruptors, how am I going to use them to attack Terran base, or how am I gonna, etc. Yeah, you can make Rulers, but you're not going against ground units. You're only going against air units, so you need a lot of Corruptors or Hydralists. And guess what? If the Zerg goes Corruptors, all you really have to do is bring your battle cruisers together and start Yamato the crap out of those Corruptors. And as you can see here, when you start pushing out your battle cruiser, make sure you keep making battle cruisers while you're doing this kind of push, because it will reinforce the battle cruisers numbers, and it will help defend any sort of aggression like Storm Host push. I just want to make like a Raven so I can snipe off these guys. And yeah, as you can see, 10 battle cruiser, that is a lot of supplies already. That's why it takes a lot. If I still had the Marines and the Widow Mine and the Siege Tank, I think this would be around like at the 170 or something like that. And yeah, this is the strategy, the strategy I like to call Mengks battle cruiser push, because Mengks is like a cunning guy, and he just that figure where he has total domination over the Zergs and over everything. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say. This is the strategy. Try it out. I tried this strategy out 5 times in 5 games against 5 Zerg. 4 out of 5 came out successful. That's why I made this video, and I wanted to share with you guys. If you fellow Terran player, if you guys are tired of massive drop, massive split, and all these crazy micro going back and forth to macro at your base, I mean that's a lot of hard work. This build is designed to move and just do a little bit of split here and a little bit of target fire, and yeah, you see, Zerg cannot do anything to defend all this battle cruiser. I have 4 more replays. I have 4 replays on the description below on this video of me doing the same strategy of battle cruiser push, but slightly different too, because I was still experimenting. So go ahead, definitely check it out. Comment if you have any question about anything that I missed, or anything that what if this, what if that, and subscribe for more strategy. I have one strategy that's very, very effective against Protoss, and I do not see any Terran player do it at all. And a lot of Protoss do not know how to defend this against the strategy here. And so go ahead, subscribe. If you subscribe, the video will come out, and you'll be able to see it. Check it out, and yeah, give this strategy a try. Let me know in the comment section below too. See if it works for you or not. If you're a Master League or in Grandmaster League, give this strategy a try, and let me know if it works in the Master and the Grandmaster League, because I'll be definitely curious. And I'm pretty sure that if I can pull this off in the High Diamond League, then Bronze League to Diamond League will be this strategy will work too. But who knows? You can always say that Zerg. What if the Zerg do this and yada yada? So I don't know, but yes, this is B-Boy Apache, and I'm gonna sign out. Peace out.